Today we are on lesson 33. There is another way of looking at the world. I am Judith. This is the Lucid Mind Center. And today we are doing a Qigong class for A Course in Miracles students. How it works is, first we're going to read the lesson together. Then we're going to contemplate the lesson. After that, we're going to apply it. And we're going to incorporate all this into a Qigong class. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to my channel. At the end, I would like to know where you're from, how long have you been with A Course in Miracles, and how it went for you. Let's begin. Lesson 33. There is another way of looking at the world. Today's idea is an attempt to recognize that you can shift your perception of the world in both its outer and inner aspects. A full 5 minutes should be devoted to the morning and evening application. 5 minutes. In these practice periods, the idea should be repeated as often as you find profitable. Though unhurried, applications are essential. Alternate between surveying your outer and inner perceptions, but without an abrupt sense of shifting. Merely glance casually around the world you perceive as outside yourself, then close your eyes and survey your inner thoughts with equal casualness. Try to remain equally uninvolved in both and to maintain this detachment as you repeat the idea throughout the day. I'm going to say this again. Try to remain equally uninvolved in both when you're observing the inner world and the outer world, and to maintain this kind of detachment as you repeat the idea throughout the day. The shorter exercise periods should be as frequent as possible. Specific applications of today's idea should also be made immediately when any situation arises which tempts you to become disturbed. For these applications, say, there is another way of looking at this. There is another way of looking at this. This is exactly how my whole journey with A Course in Miracles started, because I was praying to God, there must be another way of looking at this. I can't take this way anymore. This was exactly 15 years ago. Remember to apply today's idea the instant you are aware of distress. It may be necessary to take a minute or so to sit quietly and repeat the idea to yourself several times. Closing your eyes will probably help in this form of application. Now, this lesson is a super important lesson. This is one of those lessons which is going to help you out during your entire life from now on, if you apply it well. Okay? So this is another way of looking at the world. So there's 2 points I want to point out to you today. So it says here, try to remain equally uninvolved when you're looking at the outer world and when you're looking at the inner world. And what I find interesting is that we are paying much more attention what we are seeing outside than what we are seeing inside. And this is exactly upside down. This is exactly the wrong way to look at this. And the reason I know that this is the wrong way to do it is because I was very involved in the outside world. My ego was enormous. I've still got a big ego, but I am recognizing it. I know that this is ego. Before that, when it comes up, when suddenly I lose my mind, but I know exactly that I'm an ego. Before I did the Course in Miracles, I didn't understand that I was an ego. In fact, I thought it was justified. Every one of my actions were anxious. Every one of my actions, every burst of anger, intriguing, putting things in front of people and all this. I always thought it was justified. It's only after I have started with the Course in Miracles and after I've done all this soul searching for years that I understood that no, the ego is always wrong. Fear, then acting out in life in fear, from the fear or anger, this is usually what I do, it is always wrong. There is no justification for it. But the way I'm handling it, when I come out of those situations, I'm thinking, okay, so can I use the situation for anything? Have I learned anything? And if I have learned something from it, then it was valuable, because then I have found a way out of it, which maybe I didn't know before. And that maybe could help somebody next time when somebody is in that situation, or I can help myself next time. So don't expect yourself from now on never to get angry again, or never to intrigue again, or never do any play victim, or whatever those crazy things which we can come up with to win our points and to be right. Don't expect yourself to stop that. This is not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is that you can shorten the periods it takes to come out. It's going to shorten the periods of sulking, of being angry, of not deciding not to speak to people, of slagging off people in a group with other people, maybe even making other people do bad things. That will stop, because you're going to contemplate all this differently. And that is what undoing the ego means. Undoing the ego means to becoming aware there is something, there is a behavior pattern of mine which I am deciding not to follow no more. I want a new pattern. And this is what this sentence is basically saying. There must be another way to look at this. Or there is another way of looking at this. And this is what we're learning with this particular lesson. And the second thing I want to point out, this is in the last paragraph. Remember to apply today's lesson the instant you're aware of distress. It may be necessary to take a minute or so to sit quietly and repeat the idea to yourself several times. Closing your eyes will probably help in this form of application. So this advice which the course is giving us here, this is something you can test today and from now on. This means if you're coming into this stressful situation and you want to sulk, or you want to attack, or you want to play victim, or all the other things which we can come up, where you smother somebody with affection and they're going, no, please don't. You maybe feel rejected or whatever. Whenever you come any kind of distress, go away. Sit by yourself for a minute. You're probably going to have the anger boiling. You're going to have the anxiety in your belly. You might be afraid. Your back might be acting up. Something else in your body might be acting up, showing you there is something you are doing wrong here. And then just sit down and say, there must be a different way of looking at this. Or you can say, there is a better way to looking at this particular situation. Definitely, I recommend that you actually write it down, because when you write the lesson down by hand, then you're going to remember it, because it's like a motoric memory. It's a motor memory. And even if you're doing those post-it notes, I would always suggest that you actually write them by hand. I know you can type it into the telephone. You can also type it in and you're going to see it on the screen. But I definitely recommend to do it by hand. And even if you're, for example, writing 3 post-it notes, you write it 3 times. So you're anchoring the memory. The memory anchor is going to be stronger than if you just type it up and print it. Okay, so this is my little advice for you today. So let's do our Qigong class. Before we start this Qigong class, I just want to tell you one thing. I'm a little bit unsure if my Qigong sections are too long or too short. So I would really like you to give me a comment on that, how you find those Qigong classes, especially for the ones who've been doing a lot of them with me. Are they getting too long, or are they too short? Would you actually like them to be longer? Let me know afterwards in the comments. So let's begin our Qigong class. There is another way of looking at this world. So the first thing what we're going to do, we're going to put our feet shoulder width apart. Relax your shoulders. Come into Wuji posture. That means you lower your coccyx bone. You open up the Kwa. If you're the first time with me and you're wondering about Qigong and the Course in Miracles, you can look in I have put a link to a playlist, to 2 videos I've recorded for especially that, how Qigong can help a Course in Miracles students. So now we're going into Wuji posture. Wuji means the state before yin and yang separated. So we are going into a divine state, as a matter of fact, before we are becoming humans, before with this whole world, before the creation. So you go into this state, put a smile on your face, lower your breath into your belly. So exhale and then press your hands in. Just become aware of the breath, and you want the diaphragm to expand downwards. So you inhale. So your belly is opening up, and then exhale. So what you're trying to do here is basically, when you inhale, you push your hands out and exhale. Make sure that your toes are pointing, all pointing forward. And you kind of can imagine that you have got a ball in between your knees. So that you don't want to stand like this necessarily. You want to kind of rest on your legs. That's it. And you have your knees slightly bent. And do one more breath. And exhale. And now we're going to help ourselves with the hands. So we're going to inhale, open. Make the belly big like Buddha. And exhale. I don't know if you can see it up there. There's a Buddha standing. Make the belly big. Let it go, flow. Let it loose. Also note about your clothing. Put clothing on which is cotton or linen, so your body can breathe. Nothing should pressure you anywhere. If you have got a bra which is uncomfortable, take it off. We want to be able to allow the chi to flow. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now I would like you to think of a number between 0 and 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best, of how you're feeling right now. And we're going to compare this at the end of the class, how you're going to feel then. Let's do 3 more inhales. This is called Dantian breathing. Exhale. You basically really want that the bottom belly kind of expands. And exhale again. And last time. Very good. Exhale. Put a smile on your face. Notice just by this smile, there's a different feeling in your mind. There's a different feeling in your energy field, in your field of influence. Very good. And now help you with your hands. You inhale like inhaling this smile into the back of your head, and then you're exhaling it through your throat down to your heart. And then let it rest there. Put your hands on your heart area. This is your middle dantian. Exhale and inhale normal now. And then do it again. You now collect again the chi, and with it the smiling energy in your face. Bring it to the back of your head. Make your eyes smile as well. And now exhale it down to the belly. And notice that sweet energy which is expanding itself. Now it's in your heart and in your belly. And this time we're going to do it for the whole body. So we are now again collecting this chi from around us, and we are now spreading this smiling energy into our head, into all of our head. And now we are spreading it through the whole body, our shoulders, our torso. We are spreading it into our hands, arms. We are spreading it to the whole body, and we are gifting it through our legs and feet into the earth. Now we are feeling that we are standing in a bubble of kindness, of this smile, that goodwill you are feeling within yourself. Very good. So you focus your mind now on the head. We have been doing this before, where we applied the Om through the 3 dantians. But today we are going to do it differently. Today we're going to apply Om to the head, and then we are going to apply like this, like an exhale to the heart, and we are going to imply Hong, Hong to the belly. And you're going to see this is going to be amazing. It's as if you're playing a gong in your body. So you connect first to your head and put your hands here in front of your head, and then say Om. And now we are going to shake it out 3 times. Om. And again. And then go. And the next one. Inhale. Shake it out. Inhale and say. Notice how the reverberation in your head is feeling. It's the mind which is connecting to the wrong self or the wrong aspect of self, which is making everything go crazy. So we are clearing out this mind. We are getting rid of the ego. Or we are becoming, first thing what we actually need to do, we need to become aware of it before we can get rid of it. You can't get rid of something if you're not aware of it. So we are first becoming aware of it. The second part is the middle dantian. This is where your emotions are. And the emotions are a result of your thoughts. But the emotions also feed the thoughts. This is like an interplay. Once they have started, the negative spin has started and you're feeling bad, it feeds more negative thoughts. So somebody has to stop that. And that somebody is you. So we're going to connect to this middle dantian. The sound is ah. With sound ah. Okay? So you connect to this particular area. Imagine that this is like a field which is in the front and the back all around. Mine is already itching. You really need some clearance here. Just connect and then you inhale and then you say and again. And the last time. If you have got the need to laugh, laugh. The laughter is one of the most powerful healing energies. So just let yourself laugh. I need to open my heart area. I need to open my heart area because I need to look at the world in a different way, because there has to be a different way of looking at the world. And let us say one more time with me. Very good. Notice what you're feeling, what you're experiencing in this particular area. Notice how it opened up. And now we're going to connect to the lower dantian. And the lower dantian is also a field. It's not a spot, it's a field, which is all here around. Those three fields, the upper dantian, the middle dantian, and the lower dantian, they are supposed to be more or less in the same size. The heart dantian can be a little bit bigger, but not too much. It can just be a little bit bigger. But ideally, they should just be in the same size. You do not want to have a very small physical dantian and a very big heart dantian. You are very empathic, but you haven't got the ability to manifest anything because you're not connected to your body. So those two might be developed, the upper and the middle dantian, but the lower one is not there. You do not understand how to use your body and how to manifest all those beautiful ideas you have. You have to develop and you have to understand the lower dantian. You have to understand your body if you want to change anything in this world. So let's connect to this lower dantian. The sound is hong. And what you want to really emphasize on is the ng in the end, the hong. Exactly. So let's try that. We're connecting to the lower dantian. And now we are going to do it 3 times, shaking out anything which is disturbing us in the lower dantian. Inhale and begin. Hong. Maybe you feel the need to lift up your leg, then do that. If you feel that your body needs to shake in a different way, let it do that. If a smile comes onto your face, perfect. If a laughter comes, even better. And just let's go do 3 more times. Just allow yourself for the energy to flow. Nobody else can see you. Put a smile on your face and say it one more time. Notice how you feel. Very good. And now draw up the earth energy, bring it up above your head, and then say let's do it one more time. Inhale up. Collect heavenly chi, and then imagine that you're cleansing the central channel. And one more. Inhale up. Collect the heavenly chi, and last time. Put a smile on your face, observe your body, and notice how you are feeling mentally, emotionally, and physically. Remember, this is your body. This is the only body you have. You gotta look after it to be able to manifest in this world what you came here to manifest. Put your hands like me in the height of your waist, connecting to the earth, growing roots into the earth. Imagining that your hands are actually resting on the earth, and then just become aware of the sheer size of that planet which is under your feet and under your hands. The reason you're here is because you chose to be here. And the reason you're doing A Course in Miracles is because you have chosen to retrain your mind, to undo the effects of the ego, to undo the learning which is not useful to you for the purpose which you came here for. And this particular lesson, this is a very good go-to lesson to repeat anytime you are coming into an awkward situation. There is a different way to look at this world. Notice the earth under your feet, notice the earth energy under your hands, and then remember that world is just another way of describing the life on this earth. So there is another way to look at this world which you are living in, which you are experiencing your humanity in. And now go forward with your hands and then collect this highest potential of the earth energy and bring it back to you. You see, the earth is looking after you. The nature is looking after you. It's giving you all the nutrition you need. And you just want to connect to this earth and say thank you. So here you say thank you, you exhale, and now you start collecting and inhale and bring in all the nutrition which this earth is giving you. Again, inhale and exhale. And just become aware of this beautiful earth that you are living in. Very good. Remember to put that smile on your face. Inhale. There must be another way to look at this world. And there is another way to look at this world. And I am choosing to find that way. Very good. So I want you to open up your eyes now and look at the outside. And then pick 3 things where you're going to look at. And you're going to say, there must be another way to look at this world while you're circulating the chi in your lower body. And then look out to the other side and then say again to yourself, you can say it silently, there is another way of looking at this world. And then pick 1 more thing to look at. There is another way to look at this world. And now close your eyes again and pick the first thought which comes to your mind. Maybe it was related to something you just saw. Just take that particular idea and say, there is another way to look at this world. And if there's a difficult thought coming up, then you can say, there is another way of looking at this. And if there's another difficult thought coming to your mind, then you say, but there is another way of looking at this. Very good. And 2, 3 more, just enjoying the flow, whatever situation comes into your mind, whatever thought comes into your mind, just apply the lesson, just to train yourself to do this for the rest of the day today. There is another way of looking at this world. Last one. Notice how you feel. And we are going to now activate our Qi ball. Don't know if we have done this already together, but today I feel that we need to do this together. So you just first spread your hands out, and now you connect to the highest human potential, which is unconditional love, kindness, gratitude, gentleness, generosity. We just connect to all this human potential to develop our trust in our life. And then we go up, and then we connect to the heavenly potential, the intellect, the inspiration, the divine connection, the divine wisdom. We connect to that, and we bring it down through our mind, through our upper dantian, going down our central channel. We collect the ideas from our heart and bring it down into our lower dantian. And we're just going to collect the earth intelligence from Mother Earth, the need to nurture and look after us, to protect us. We're going to give gratitude to this earth for giving us everything we need. The trees, which are giving us wood and protection from the weather. The water, which is necessary to quench our thirst. The food to nourish our body. And the wonderful people who are all over the world, which are also nurtured by Mother Earth. And we're going to collect this energy into our belly. And now we have like a ball in front of us where all this energy from all those 3 forces, which is nature, Mother Earth at the bottom, which is the divine intelligence, the Father at the top, and which is the Holy Spirit, the emotions, which are helping us understand physically what the mind is thinking. The beautiful feelings of kindness and warmth that you can feel in this particular area in our body. We're going to say thank you to this. We're just going to express this incredible gratitude. We're going to say thank you for this extraordinary experience we are getting to have as this particular person you are here. Now you make this ball bigger. Inhale and exhale. Now this time when you're doing this, you are inhaling and you are making this ball bigger. Inhale and exhale. And what I want you to do here now is that you make the movement from your elbow and your wrists. And the only thing your hands are doing, they are trying to sense the energy. They are trying to sense the Qi. This is your own vital energy you have between your hands right now. You have cultivated, you have filled it with all your intention. You have filled it with the idea of today's lesson. There is a different way of looking at this world. I just want you to feel for it. You can, for example, imagine that there is like a galaxy between your hands. The energy is like a galaxy, and it's got several different arms spinning around. And one of those arms is more attractive to you than the others today. So what you're doing here, you are inhaling. You're making it large. You're becoming aware of this galaxy, of this energy ball in your hands. And so now when you're coming closer, you are looking for the arm which you are attracted to today. You are looking, you're sensing, where is my ball today? Mine is here. And you just come all the way closer and check if this is right, if that is really where it is. If it's down here, it's perfect. That means it's condensed, very strong energy. And if it's here, then it's spread out, it's expanded. And then just do this 2 more times, sensing where is your energy ball today? Where is your world today? Inhale and exhale. And do 2 more, just simply sensing where is my energy ball today. And exhale. And now this time, but now doing the last inhaling and the last sensing, and then decide where your hands are going to stop. If you haven't sensed nothing, you just stop somewhere where you believe this is where I'm working with today. And now we're going to activate this. You inhale, hold your breath, and then pulse on that ball 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then exhale and turn it. Inhale. Pulse on the ball 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then exhale. Inhale. Pulse on the ball 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And now start breathing normal and just circle that ball in front of you. And as you're looking at this ball, you're becoming aware that this is actually our earth. You have the earth ball in your hands. This is your world. Put a smile on your face and observe how beautiful it is. Observe the colors. Afterwards, you can describe the ball to me if you like in the comments. Notice how this ball is. Notice how this world of yours is. Notice the colors. Are there gray zones? Are there white zones? What colors do you see? And then just say, there is a different way of looking at this world. And say it again. There is a different way of looking at this world. And now last time you say, there is a different way of looking at this world. Inhale. And now exhale this idea into this world, straight from the belly into this world. Exhale it. Do this 2 more times. Very good. And now start condensing that. Now start condensing that ball into a pearl. You are making it small. You're making like concentrated this energy of your own chi, which you have been cultivating. And within it is the idea of today. There is a different way of looking at the world. And you just make it into a small pearl. You can spin it really fast and it goes out in a pearl. It's a shining pearl of energy. And you take this pearl, put it through your belly button, and then push it down into the sea of chi, into your lower dantian. Close your feet. If you want to meditate now, this is a wonderful moment to meditate. Then come back and we're going to close our class together. And notice how you feel. And just let your body move like a bamboo in the wind. Just observing, just allowing yourself to enjoy this moment. Very good. And now let's circulate. We're going up on the right, over to the left, and we just circulate this energy, spreading it through our whole physical body, through our whole system. You can even go up above to the chest, sharing it with your heart and lungs, and then come back, sharing it to the all internal organs, sharing this cultivated energy you have just created with your entire body, sharing it with the area in your body which needs healing. Send it there. Let it hover there until tomorrow when you come to the next class. Share it wherever you need it. Very good. You can do this every day 36 times before falling asleep, and then 24 times in the opposite direction. And let's relax. Now let's do that in the opposite direction, closing the flow. So again, imagine that there's a big spiral and you're closing it, you're returning the chi, your own life force energy back into the sea of chi where it is resting for whenever you need it. Bring it back in to the lower abdomen. And now notice how you feel on a scale from 0 to 10 compared to how you started in the beginning. And that I would like to know. You can tell me that in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because we want to spread the word. And don't forget to share this with somebody who needs it. Have the most wonderful day today. Love, light, and chi to you.